Did you know that New York City was originally named New Amsterdam when the Dutch colonized it in the 17th century? Quite an interesting fact, isn't it? Well, hold on to your hats because we're about to dive into the rich, captivating history of the birth of this metropolis, a city that never sleeps. New York. In the early 17th century, a group of Dutch explorers set sail across the Atlantic, landing on the shores of what is now known as Manhattan. They found a land rich in resources and potential, so they established a colony, naming it New Amsterdam. The Dutch brought with them a spirit of enterprise and innovation that laid the foundation for the city's future. However, the Dutch control of New Amsterdam was short-lived. In the mid-17th century, the British, with their naval might, took over the colony without firing a single shot, and thus, New Amsterdam was renamed New York, in honor of the Duke of York. Under British rule, New York began to flourish. Its natural harbor made it an ideal spot for trade, and by the 18th century, it had become a bustling hub of commerce. Ships from all over the world docked at its ports, exchanging goods from every corner of the globe. The city was growing, expanding, and transforming into a place of opportunity. But it wasn't just trade that was shaping New York. The city was also becoming a melting pot of cultures. People from different parts of the world were drawn to its promise of prosperity and freedom. They brought with them their traditions, their languages, and their dreams, adding to the city's vibrant tapestry. So, there you have it, the birth of a metropolis. From its humble beginnings as a Dutch colony, through its transformation under British rule, and its emergence as a global trade hub, New York's roots run deep. Its history is a testament to the resilience, diversity, and ambition that have become the hallmarks of this great city. From a Dutch colony to a British stronghold, New York was always destined for greatness. But this is just the beginning of our journey. Join us as we continue to uncover the fascinating story of New York. As the wheels of the Industrial Revolution began to turn, New York was ready to ride the wave. The late 18th century witnessed the dawn of a new era. The Industrial Revolution, a period of rapid industrialization, swept across the globe, and New York was no exception. The city transformed, as if overnight, from a modest seaport into a bustling hub of industry and commerce. At the heart of this metamorphosis was the influx of immigrants, people from all corners of the world, drawn by the promise of work and a better life, poured into the city. The population of New York exploded, multiplying more than fivefold between the early 1800s and the turn of the 20th century. This wave of humanity brought with it a blend of cultures, ideas, and skills that would shape the city's identity for generations to come. Yet, the influx of immigrants wasn't the only change. The cityscape of New York itself began to evolve. Brick by brick, iconic structures started to rise, forever altering the city's skyline. Among these was the Brooklyn Bridge, a marvel of engineering that would come to symbolize the city's spirit of innovation. Completed in 1883, the bridge not only connected Manhattan and Brooklyn, but also represented the city's progress and its embrace of the future. The Industrial Revolution also spurred economic growth. New industries emerged, factories sprung up, and jobs were plentiful. The city's wealth grew exponentially, attracting entrepreneurs and innovators, eager to take advantage of the opportunities New York now offered. But it wasn't all about economics and architecture. The revolution also brought about social and cultural changes. A new urban culture was born, characterized by diversity, dynamism, and a distinct New York flair. The city became a melting pot, a place where new ideas were welcomed and dreams pursued relentlessly. The Industrial Revolution transformed New York into a city of opportunity and innovation. It paved the way for the metropolis we know today, a city that continues to inspire and captivate, a city that never sleeps. The 1920s brought an unprecedented wave of prosperity to New York, only to be followed by the crippling Great Depression. The Roaring Twenties, as the name suggests, were a time of exuberant celebration, a time when New York City was a whirlwind of jazz music, flapper fashion, and economic prosperity. The city became a cultural mecca, with the Harlem Renaissance birthing a new era of African American arts and literature. The city pulsed with life, its heartbeat echoing in the rhythm of jazz, the clinking of champagne glasses, and the hustle and bustle of Wall Street. Yet, beneath this glitz and glamour, the economic boom was built on shaky foundations. There was an over-reliance on credit, with an unsustainable stock market bubble growing larger by the day. And then, in October of 1929, the bubble burst. The stock market crashed, triggering the onset of the Great Depression. The Great Depression was a stark contrast to the prosperity of the Roaring Twenties. Unemployment skyrocketed, with 1 in 4 New Yorkers out of work. Soup kitchens and bread lines became a common sight in the city once renowned for its opulence. The city's skyline, once a symbol of ambition and progress, stood as a grim reminder of the economic devastation. Yet, in the face of adversity, New York City showed its resilience. New Deal programs brought relief, recovery, and reform. The city's infrastructure blossomed with the construction of landmarks such as the Empire State Building and the Lincoln Tunnel. These projects provided much-needed jobs and instilled a sense of hope and optimism in the hearts of New Yorkers. The Roaring Twenties and the Great Depression were 2 contrasting periods in New York's history, a time of prosperity followed by a time of hardship. Yet these periods shaped the city in significant ways, influencing its cultural and economic landscape. The resilience New York demonstrated during these challenging times is a testament to the city's indefatigable spirit. Through prosperity and hardship, New York stood resilient. The end of World War II marked a new era for New York, one of rapid growth and modernization. As the dust of war settled, the city experienced an economic boom, like a phoenix rising from the ashes. With this newfound prosperity, New York began a transformative journey that would redefine its skyline and cement its position on the global stage. The financial muscles of Wall Street flexed with renewed vigor. Banking, finance, and international trade flourished, drawing in talent and resources from around the world. This economic surge was not confined to Wall Street alone. It rippled across the city, sparking a wave of construction and modernization that forever changed the face of New York. Among the modern structures that rose during this period, the United Nations headquarters stands out. This emblem of global cooperation and diplomacy found its home in New York, reinforcing the city's status as a hub of international relations. The building, with its sleek modern design, became a symbol of the city's forward-thinking spirit and its commitment to global unity. The growth wasn't just vertical, it was also horizontal. New York expanded its borders, absorbing neighboring communities and transforming into a sprawling metropolis. This growth was driven by the city's ambition to be more than just a national powerhouse. It aspired to be a global leader. In the realm of culture, too, New York held its ground. It became the cradle of numerous artistic and literary movements, and its theaters, museums, and galleries became world-renowned. The city's vibrant cultural scene mirrored its dynamic economic environment, reflecting the diversity and creativity of its inhabitants. This period of rapid growth and modernization didn't come without its challenges. There were growing pains, conflicts, and controversies. But through it all, New York emerged stronger, more diverse, and more influential. New York had now fully embraced its role as a leading global metropolis. Its skyline, filled with towering skyscrapers, its streets, buzzing with energy, and its people, representing a myriad of cultures, all bore testament to the city's remarkable journey from the aftermath of war to the pinnacle of global prominence. Entering the 21st century, New York continues to evolve and adapt, just as it always has. This city, with its bright lights and ceaseless energy, has seen its fair share of transformative events. Each one has left an indelible mark, shaping its future and redefining its identity. In the early days of the new millennium, New York faced one of its darkest hours. The events of September 11, 2001, shook the city to its core. Yet in the face of devastation, New York demonstrated an unrivaled resilience. It rebuilt not just its skyline, but its spirit, showing the world that it could rise from the ashes stronger and more united than ever. But it's not just in times of crisis that New York displays its adaptability. The city's landscape is constantly shifting. with neighborhoods undergoing significant transformations. Take Williamsburg, Brooklyn, for example. Once a hub for industry, it has become a hotspot for arts and culture, filled with trendy boutiques, art galleries, and hip eateries. It's a prime example of the city's ever-changing face, a testament to the ongoing process of gentrification that is both celebrated and critiqued. And let's not forget, New York remains a global powerhouse, a cultural and financial capital. From Wall Street's towering skyscrapers to Broadway's dazzling marquees, the city pulses with an energy and ambition that's hard to match. It's a melting pot of people and ideas, a place where innovation thrives and dreams are chased relentlessly. In every corner of the city, from the bustling avenues of Manhattan to the quiet streets of the outer boroughs, there's a sense of perpetual motion, an undercurrent of change. Yet, amidst this constant evolution, New York retains its unique character, its indomitable spirit. New York today is a testament to its storied history and resilient spirit. It's a city that's always moving, always changing, yet forever standing tall, proud of its past and confident in its future. From New Amsterdam to the Big Apple, the journey of New York is a captivating tale of resilience and transformation. We've seen how New York's story begins in the 17th century as a modest Dutch trading post named New Amsterdam. It was here on the island of Manhattan that the seeds of a future metropolis were sown. Over the centuries, New York has grown and evolved, weathering wars, economic depressions, and social upheavals to become the city we know today. The Industrial Revolution played a pivotal role in shaping New York's destiny, transforming it into a bustling hub of commerce and industry. The city's strategic location and harbor, coupled with the completion of the Erie Canal, served as a catalyst for rapid growth and expansion. Even in the face of adversity, New York has shown remarkable resilience. The Roaring Twenties brought prosperity and cultural dynamism, only for the Great Depression to cast a shadow over the city. Yet, New York emerged stronger, its spirit unbroken. The post-war boom further propelled New York's development as it embraced modernity and innovation, forging a path towards becoming a global leader in finance, arts, and culture. The city's iconic skyline, dominated by towering skyscrapers, serves as a testament to its architectural ingenuity and ambition. In the 21st century, New York continues to evolve, adapting to changing times and challenges. From the aftermath of the September 11th attacks to the ongoing battle against climate change, the city has demonstrated its ability to innovate and reinvent itself. Throughout its history, New York has remained a beacon of hope and opportunity, attracting people from all walks of life. It's a city that embodies diversity, dynamism, and the spirit of enterprise. Today, as it stands tall and proud, New York is not just a city, it's a symbol of human resilience and ambition. New York, a city that never sleeps, continues to write its own story, making it an irresistible destination for urban explorers around the world.